Hello everyone, welcome to our channel. As we approach the end of 2024, it's the perfect moment for a final reflection on some of the most significant events that shaped the year in the United States. From political shifts to groundbreaking technological advancements, 2024 has been a year of change, challenges, and progress. This is your last chance to pause and look back at the moments that left an impact, sparked conversations, and influenced the direction of the country. Let's take a moment to feel the weight of these events, appreciate their significance, and consider how they'll shape the future ahead. Before we dive in, make sure to hit that subscribe button so you don't miss any of our future videos. Let's dive in. Donald Trump's re-election as president in 2024 marks a pivotal moment in American history, with significant implications for the future of the nation. His return to office is fueled by his promises to strengthen national security, revive the economy, and continue his stance on immigration control, which resonate deeply with his political base. However, his second term is expected to spark fierce debates over issues like voting rights, media freedom, and legal reforms. Trump's presidency may also continue to exacerbate partisan divides, with his policies and rhetoric likely to intensify polarization in the country. Trump's approach to foreign relations, particularly with China and the Middle East, could shift American foreign policy in new directions, focusing on national interests over multilateral cooperation. Domestically, his second term could lead to judicial appointments and legal challenges that influence the future of civil rights and social justice reforms. The re-election of Trump is poised to shape America's identity in terms of global leadership, its political landscape, and its internal social dynamics, leaving an enduring legacy that will influence future generations of American citizens and their views on democracy, governance, and national unity.
Kamala Harris's historic campaign. Kamala Harris's historic campaign in 2024 marked a defining moment in American politics, as she became the first woman, first Black, and first South Asian candidate to run for president under the Democratic banner. Her campaign, characterized by a strong focus on unity, racial justice, and economic reform, reflected the evolving priorities of the Democratic Party. Harris's leadership emphasized the need for healthcare expansion, climate action, and protecting voting rights, positioning her as a progressive voice in the face of growing political division. Despite facing challenges, including questions about her leadership style and policy positions, Harris's campaign energized many young, diverse voters and bolstered the Democratic Party's push for inclusivity. Her strong commitment to social justice, equal rights, and economic fairness resonated with a wide range of Americans, especially marginalized communities. Although she ultimately lost to Donald Trump in 2024, Harris's campaign reshaped the future of the Democratic Party. Her trailblazing run laid the groundwork for future women and minority candidates, signaling a shift toward more inclusive leadership. Harris's legacy may inspire greater diversity within American politics and set the stage for her continued influence, potentially paving the way for another presidential bid in the future, or a prominent role in shaping the Democratic agenda.
Supreme Court rulings on presidential immunity. In 2024, the U.S. Supreme Court delivered landmark rulings on presidential immunity, reinforcing the legal protections for sitting presidents against certain legal actions. The court ruled that a sitting president cannot be sued for civil damages for actions taken during their time in office, solidifying the principle of executive immunity. This decision upheld the idea that the president must have broad discretion and freedom from legal distractions to govern effectively. The ruling has profound implications for the future of America, potentially limiting accountability for presidential misconduct during office. It strengthens the executive branch's power but raises concerns about checks and balances, particularly in cases of alleged abuse of power or corruption. Critics argue it could lead to a more unchecked executive, while supporters believe it ensures the president can function without constant legal threats. The decision will shape future debates on the balance of power between the branches of government and presidential accountability. AI integration into daily life. In 2024, AI integration into daily life has accelerated across various sectors, significantly impacting how Americans live and work. From personal assistance to advanced automation in healthcare, education, and transportation, AI has become an essential tool for enhancing efficiency and convenience. Smart home devices, AI-driven customer service, and personalized recommendations in shopping and entertainment are now ubiquitous, shaping the daily experiences of millions. AI's role in the workplace has also evolved, with automation transforming industries like manufacturing, retail, and finance. While this boosts productivity, it raises concerns about job displacement and the need for reskilling. Additionally, AI-powered tools have begun assisting in decision-making, from legal analysis to medical diagnostics, increasing accuracy but also sparking debates about data privacy and ethical considerations. Looking forward, the deepening reliance on AI promises even greater convenience and innovation, but also challenges in terms of regulation, job security, and safeguarding privacy, requiring careful balancing for future societal impact. Cybersecurity crisis. In 2024, a major cybersecurity crisis has unfolded, with widespread breaches affecting both public and private sectors. High-profile hacks have exposed sensitive personal, financial, and governmental data, leading to a surge in cyber attacks targeting critical infrastructure, businesses, and individuals. Major firms including AT&T, Verizon, Lumen Technologies, T-Mobile, AMD, Acuity, TP-Link Routers, Chase, Bank of America, Wells Fargo, US Bank, Capital One, Charles Schwab, Evolve Bank and Trust, and many more. Ransomware attacks and data theft have disrupted operations across industries, raising urgent concerns about the vulnerability of digital systems. This crisis has highlighted the growing need for stronger cybersecurity protocols and innovations in digital protection. As technology becomes more integrated into daily life, the threat landscape is evolving, with AI-driven cyber attacks becoming more sophisticated. In response, companies and governments are prioritizing cybersecurity investments, adopting advanced encryption methods, and developing more resilient systems. The ongoing crisis is set to shape the future of technology by pushing for greater security standards, the rise of cybersecurity professions, and the development of AI-powered defense mechanisms. However, it also underscores the challenges of safeguarding digital ecosystems in an increasingly connected world.
U.S. economic milestones. In 2024, the United States achieved several key economic milestones, including robust GDP growth, a decline in unemployment rates, and a steady recovery from the pandemic-induced recession. The stock market saw significant gains, with tech and green energy sectors leading the charge. Inflation rates were successfully reduced thanks to aggressive interest rate hikes by the Federal Reserve, stabilizing the cost of living for many Americans. Additionally, significant infrastructure investments were made to modernize transportation and energy systems, aiming to create jobs and boost long-term economic stability. These economic achievements set a positive foundation for 2025, with expectations of continued growth and innovation. The focus on green energy and technology is likely to foster new industries and job opportunities, while fiscal policies aimed at reducing deficits may bring greater economic stability. However, the ongoing global geopolitical tensions and potential trade disruptions could present challenges, requiring adaptive economic strategies in the coming year. Mass shootings epidemic. In 2024, the United States grappled with a devastating epidemic of mass shootings, which saw an alarming increase in incidents across the country. Schools, shopping malls, and public spaces became frequent targets, leading to tragic loss of life and widespread fear. This rise in gun violence sparked intense debates over gun control legislation, with many advocating for stricter background checks, assault weapons bans, and red flag laws. The constant threat of mass shootings has significantly impacted American society, leading to heightened security measures in public spaces and schools. Communities have become more divided over the issue, with some pushing for stronger Second Amendment protections, while others demand urgent reforms. The epidemic has also affected mental health, with a growing sense of trauma and anxiety spreading across generations. As the United States looks ahead, the impact of mass shootings in 2024 will likely continue to shape political discourse, influence policy, and affect public attitudes toward gun control and safety.
Natural disasters and climate impact. In 2024, the United States faced a series of devastating natural disasters, highlighting the escalating impact of climate change. Wildfires ravaged the West Coast, while hurricanes and tropical storms caused widespread flooding and destruction along the East Coast and Gulf of Mexico. Droughts in the Midwest threatened agriculture, while extreme heat waves and rising sea levels exacerbated existing vulnerabilities in coastal areas. These natural disasters significantly impacted American communities, displacing thousands and causing billions in damage to infrastructure and homes. The economic toll was immense, with insurance costs soaring and local economies struggling to recover. At the same time, the disasters sparked increased calls for urgent climate action, including investments in renewable energy, disaster preparedness, and climate-resilient infrastructure. In the long term, these events are likely to drive policy shifts, with more focus on climate adaptation and sustainability. They also reinforce the need for stronger federal and state responses to protect vulnerable populations from the growing threat of climate-induced disasters. Breakthroughs in space exploration. In 2024, the U.S. achieved major breakthroughs in space exploration, driven by both NASA and private companies like SpaceX. NASA's Artemis program made significant progress toward returning humans to the moon, with successful crewed missions preparing for lunar landings in the coming years. Additionally, SpaceX's advancements in reusable rocket technology further lowered the cost of space travel and facilitated more frequent missions. The successful launch of the James Webb Space Telescope's extended mission also provided new insights into distant galaxies, fueling scientific discovery. These breakthroughs had a profound impact on Americans by reigniting interest in space exploration and inspiring a new generation of scientists, engineers, and innovators. The advancements in rocket technology, satellite communication, and space research also spurred innovations in areas like AI, materials science, and telecommunications, benefiting industries beyond space exploration. The U.S. continued leadership in space exploration has set the stage for future technological advancements and potential commercial opportunities in space. Lastly, as a bonus chapter, breakthroughs in quantum computing. In 2024, the U.S. saw significant breakthroughs in quantum computing, with advancements from leading tech companies and research institutions. Major strides were made in developing more stable qubits, the building blocks of quantum computers, and improving error correction techniques, which had long been a barrier to practical quantum computing. Companies like IBM and Google unveiled prototype quantum processors capable of solving complex problems that traditional computers struggle with, such as simulating molecular structures for drug discovery and optimizing supply chains. These advancements promise to revolutionize industries such as healthcare, finance, and cybersecurity by enabling faster data processing, improved encryption methods, and breakthroughs in material science. For Americans, this could lead to job creation in the high-tech sector, along with greater global competitiveness in cutting-edge technologies. As quantum computing continues to evolve, it could drive new innovations in AI, communications, and cybersecurity, ultimately reshaping the technology landscape and enhancing everyday life.
As 2024 draws to a close, many Americans reflect on the heartbreaks that defined the year. The devastating rise in mass shootings, a deepening divide in political discourse, and the ongoing struggle for racial and social justice have left a collective sense of sorrow. Natural disasters and the growing impacts of climate change have also shaken communities, leaving families displaced and ecosystems damaged. The loss of life, stability, and trust in institutions has created a somber atmosphere, making it difficult to find hope amidst the pain. However, as we transition from 2024 to 2025, there is a sense of resilience and determination emerging. The outcomes of the year's challenges have sparked a renewed call for action on gun control, climate change, and social equity. The year's struggles have also ignited a desire for unity, as Americans increasingly recognize the need to come together to address these systemic issues. Looking ahead to 2025, there is hope for healing, growth, and progress. The heartbreaks of 2024 have laid the groundwork for a stronger, more inclusive future. It's a time for rebuilding, for learning from past mistakes, and for striving toward a more united and compassionate America, with the resilience to overcome any challenge ahead. With that message, we would like to wish a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year to all Americans and people around the world. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up, share it with your friends, and subscribe to our channel.